What's up? What's up, guys? We think we know football here. Pretty passionate topic that I have today. I'm going to talk about it by myself. This one might go a little bit of a rant, if you if you probably understand why, about my boy Bo Nix here. But first, me and Kellen are going to be doing the announcement for the giveaway, probably within the next day or two, for your PSA 9 grade Jalen Hurts rookie card. We have all of your entries in. We have tallied them up, and the winner will be announced soon. So stay tuned for that. Thank you. Now, on first things first, Nick Wright, talking a little bit about the potential of JJ McCarthy, and when people are possibly comparing him to Bo Nix, Nick Wright, a known Denver hater, and I being a uh, Chiefs hater, like you guys probably know, um, comparing Bo Nix to Mac Jones. This is, I mean, not to knock Mac Jones down too hard, but saying that Bo Nix had a Mac Jones type of year, uh, that is a completely errant statement. We know he doesn't like Denver, and it's just how can you be a professional and talk like that about probably a player who you watched very little? And in the game you did watch, yeah, the Chiefs won with the Patrick Mahomes in Arrowhead on a blocked field goal. But we all know that Bo Nix outdueled Patrick Mahomes that day. Just look at the stats. Bo Nix had a great day. The game turns out the way it turns out, but you can't tell me that there is not a higher level potential, a higher ceiling for a Bo Nix going forward. I am hoping that he avoids the sophomore slump, that is always very we're always worried about those type of situations. This is a very strong division. Just got a little bit stronger with the new quarterback in Geno Smith pairing with Pete Carroll, having Chip Kelly as the offensive coordinator. I believe this has got to be one of the strongest divisions next year. So maybe there will be a little bit of a step down, but you cannot knock Bo Nix's potential. This guy, let me just read off some of the stats to you real quick, just to put it in perspective. So, top 10 in PFF ratings. We all know PFF, take it as you will, take it with a grain of salt. But these are ones that you have to consider. He was actually top 6 overall in passing throughout the entire NFL. Fourth in passing yards. He had top 10 completion percentage, top 10 passer rating. He had better stats than Patrick Mahomes this past year with a lack of weapons. All we really had was a Cortland Sutton. Yeah, there were some flashes from maybe a Devon Vele and a Marvin Mims, but they were inconsistent flashes. The only consistent weapon that Bo Nix had throughout the year was Cortland Sutton and a real lack of running backs. To be honest, Bo Nix was probably one of the better runners. I'm pretty sure he finished with about 400 or 500 yards in rushing, and it was a very lacking of talent in terms of the running back room. Um, yeah, he had a better passer rating than Mahomes and Allen. So perhaps he takes a step back in year two, or perhaps he goes to the next level in a year two of Sean Payton offense. We've seen the success that a Sean Payton offense has when it gets to have consistent players year after year. In year one, it was a little bit rough. That was with a Russell Wilson that was not his type of quarterback, but Bo Nix is, and I only see potential. And you know what I've said about potential, but what an errant statement from Nick Wright. I just have to put him down a little bit for this, but we know he's not even just a Denver Broncos hater. He's a Denver sports hater. He always has been. Not my favorite. You guys could probably obviously tell why, because he's the Chiefs guy, right? So I just I'm only seeing greater potential going forward for Bo Nix. We just got Evan Ingram. They got another good returner. I can't remember the guy's name now. And I think the only glaring need for the Denver Broncos going forward is probably running back, maybe a little bit more help on defense. Probably they're going to draft another tight end. Hopefully they get another wide receiver. Running back is the biggest need on the Denver Broncos right now. But even with the lack of running game, Bo Nix was still able to perform when the defense knows you're not going to run, right? They know you're either going to scramble or you're going to pass, and that still led to Bo Nix being a top 10 passer in the league this year. Maybe not in every category, but What a phenomenal season for a rookie quarterback. And we're all hoping he avoids the sophomore slump, but you cannot tell me, Nick Wright, that Bo Nix is just another Mac Jones. Like that is such a frustrating statement. I would like to put some respect on Bo Nix's name, and you guys are going to see it in the future going forward. Don't forget about the giveaway. Comment SB Champs down below. This may be one of your last chances to get an entry in before me and Kellen announce the winner on our next podcast for the giveaway. Thank you guys for sticking with us. We think we know football.